Good morning, everybody. This is Roxanne, and I'm at home here in Arizona. How are you this morning? It's Sunday morning, and we just got back. We took a nice little one-night trip down to Tombstone, Arizona. And so we just a Friday night went away just to kind of get away and see what it's like. We've always wanted to go visit there, so I took some video while I was down there. It's kind of all hodgepodgey, very, what's the right word? It just kind of cut in different places. We took a little bus tour around the town, and so while we were on the little trolley tour, I took some video, so there's a lot of start and stop to it, but I did want to get in some of that, and the tour guide was really knowledgeable, so I'm going to let the video have his words on it to explain some of the different areas. So it's not going to be a real smooth flowing video today, but it'll give you an idea of a little bit of the stuff that's down there. So if you ever do get a chance to come out to Arizona and go visit Tombstone, really cool little old-fashioned western town. And then we took a drive down to Bisbee on Saturday morning. So we got down to Tombstone on Friday afternoon. It was kind of late in the day. Well, it wasn't really late, but it was like mid-afternoon. It was like 1:30. There was a bus tour that went out at 2 o'clock, the trolley tour, and it was like a 45-minute trolley tour. So that's the first thing we did. And then they had the different gunfight shows. The last one was at 3 o'clock. And so we thought, well, we'll take this bus tour and then come back and see the gunfight show. But by the time we got back from the tour, we were both pretty hungry because we hadn't had lunch yet. So we decided just to go get something to eat and then go take a walk around the middle of town where all the old-fashioned shops were and stuff like that. So they kept all the old shops from the main street of town on what's called Allen Street down there. And so it's got the wood sidewalks and everything like that. But by the time we got done eating and down to the town, pretty much most of the shops were closed up. They all seemed to close between 4:30 and 5. So I didn't get to do a lot of shopping, but there were a couple of stores left open. That's okay. We just went back to the hotel, and hubby was really hurting by then from we didn't do a lot of walking, but the little bit of walking that we did really wore him out. So we went back to the hotel. We had a really nice hotel kind of up on it was called Landmark Lookout Lodge, and it really was like a lookout. So it was beautiful scenery from there. So I've got a little bit of video of that. And then Sunday morning we got up and we went back into town. We had some breakfast and then we went back into town. We thought, well, we'll hit the stores. Well, they didn't open until 10 o'clock and it was only 9. So we thought, well, what the heck? We'll take a drive down to Bisbee. Which is about 25 minutes further down the road. So we drove to Bisbee and drove through the town there. It was a bit too much on a steep hill to do any walking for us. So I just did a little bit of video of it. It was just a nice little side trip. And then by the time we got back into town, the stores were open and we went in and did just a tiny bit of shopping. Hubby got himself a nice little western hat to fit the scene. And then we drove home. And so, again, the video that's going to follow is from that whole time there. It's going to be a little bit longer than my normal videos, but I wanted to kind of cue it up and let you know what to expect, that it's going to be a little bit choppy here and there. But I hope you enjoy it and enjoy the view of Tombstone and a little bit of Bisbee, Arizona. All right? Have a blessed day, everybody. Go out and enjoy the day and hug your friends and your family. All right. May God bless you all. Please hit that like button and please share this video. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button as well. Okay. God bless you. Have a great day. I'll see you next time. This is Roxanne at home here in Arizona. Well, we made it to Tombstone. So we're heading in to old Tombstone, Western Town. And then we're going to take a trolley ride in a little bit. This is kind of like on the outer edge of town here. Say hi, honey.
Hello.
Got real cowboy.
Now that I need you by my
We were around inside the park. We've got a comedy fights fun show. Our last show's at 3 o'clock. It's a comedy fight. Got our historic trolley.
So the cowboy told us they have a comedy gun show here in this part of the town. So let's see what they got in here. Something through the bars. Alright. Very cool. Little miners. Huh?
It is an ATM. That was.
Oh, hear the gunshots? I don't know. I'm assuming that's where the horses get their water, maybe? I don't know. No, maybe not. Hitchin Post Cafe. The old trains. So they said that Tombstone was actually originally a silver mining town, and there's mine tunnels all throughout the town. So we're going in here. This is where they have gunfights. Put your butt right there, people. Restaurant. Anybody want a coffin? There's your pine wood box. I don't think that bike there is, or that porta potty is authentic. Oh, here you go. You can mine for gold in here. You get a bunch of different little gems and stuff in the water. You can even play putt-putt in the cemetery. How about that? Anybody want to play putt-putt in the cemetery? Alright, let's take a look over here. Let's see what's down this way. There's more of the little putt-putt course. And if you look, it looks like an outhouse. It's even got a toilet seat for a window. Okay, just some construction guys down there. But looks like they have some kind of older houses down there. See a U.S. Marshal's office. And I think over there in that corral there, is where they have the gun show, which they'll do have another one at 3 o'clock, they said. So hopefully we'll be back from the trolley tour by then. Look at these clouds. Maybe we'll get some rain. Very cool. All right. That's the little western town.
Stuff, yeah. Well, they can't do is shoot somebody.
Little jail. I think this guy's been in jail a little bit too long. What do you think?
I'm not really sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't shooting nobody. I'd rather stab him. You know what the deal is. Or
There we
you
go.
might still get in jail for a long time.
You want to practice your shooting? 20 shots for $1. This is behind the jailhouse here. Looks like it's an entrance into a mine. Down in there. Yeah. Look at all that, guys. They had this decorated really cute. Except I don't think they had better homes and gardens back in the day. And you can see more of the putt-putt golf course / graveyard here.
I do not play the old movie themes or the TV show themes. I like to play what...
In the day that was the Allen Mercantile. It was our very first business in town. They named Allen Street after the owner of that business. Now just a moment, I'll cross Allen Street. And I do want to let you know, back in the day, Allen Street here was our main business district. We had more than 80 stores up and down through here. On the cross streets, we had another 50 stores. So altogether, we had 130 different places where people could shop here in Tombstone. Now you may wonder, what in the world kind of shopping did we have here in town? Well, same kind of shopping you might have. That first building was constructed in 1881. Free of charge every summer. Here on the left side of the trolley is a pretty little blue building. But what was on that corner back in 1882 was the Turnverein Hall. Turnverein was a nationwide health club in those days, and they had a gymnasium right there on that corner. Our local citizens could join the Tombstone Health Club. They had special events in there, like a costume contest on roller skates for Thanksgiving. On the left side of the trolley, you'll see the first Protestant church in our town. This is St. Paul's Episcopal, built in 1882, 1 year after that Catholic church. Earps live. Well, I'm going to park here for a moment because from here I could almost throw a rock and hit every one of their houses. Starting over here on the right. Now today there's commercial property over there, but back in the day, that's where Morgan Earp lived with his wife, Louisa. Now Morgan was the one killed at the Campbell and Hatch pool hall while he was playing pool one night. You saw that in those movies. He lived right over there to our right. Across the street in front of us, you see a bed and breakfast named Virgil's Corner. When they built that building about 10 years ago, they named it Virgil's Corner because back in the day, that's where Virgil Earp's house was located. He lived there with his wife, Allie. To the right of Virgil's house, back behind it in those days, but to the right from where you are, well, that's where James Earp lived. Now, Jimmy was the oldest of the Earp brothers here in town. A lot of folks never even heard of Jimmy Earp. That's because he was not a gunfighter. He was a bartender. And they don't make movies about bartenders. Jimmy lived in there with his wife, Bessie. In Virgil's house with him lived the youngest of the Earp brothers. That was Warren Earp. Warren was not married while he lived in Tombstone. And to your left is a yellow house. Now that house was built in the 1930s, but back in the 1880s there was a house on that corner, and that's where Wyatt Earp lived with his wife Mattie. So here on this one street corner there were 5 Earp brothers, all living within spitting distance of each other. A lot of our city pioneers are out here. John Escapol, who gave us this land, he's out here along with several generations of his descendants. William Harwood, our first mayor, he's buried out here. C.S. Fly was a famous photographer. He's buried out here. Out of all the stories in this cemetery, though, my favorite is about Dewey, the horse. Yep, we got a horse buried out here in our human cemetery. Dewey was the lead of a team of 6 horses. His job was to pull the Modoc stagecoach from here to Benson, and then bring it back the next day. The railroads came to town back in 19...
It's in my purse, it's fine. Inside Johnny Ringo's bar. It's a local hangout. They even have a little old-fashioned payphone. Not 1800s old-fashioned, but...
Military had the first satellites for those.
We're the first ones in the restaurant here today. Just opened. This is attached to the Johnny Ringo Saloon, which is right through that door there. So we're gonna try a little of the local hangout cuisine. Right, honey? Look at this, you guys. Look at the sun behind these clouds. You can see the rays of light coming through. It's beautiful here. And the temperature is absolutely perfect. So I'm just walking down the street here in Tombstone. This is Allen Street. I'm noticing that most of the shops are closed.
You will find yourself making more trips for that.
But it's very cute, very quaint. And right over there is the OK Corral. They do the gunfight reenactments over there 3 times a day. It's too late in the day now for one. A lot of like more artsy type things here. I'm gonna go down there to the corral and see if I can get some pictures. Well, this is our cute little room. Nice king bed, chair, and then it's got the restroom in here. Look at these little like saloon doors to the bathroom. What's in here? Okay, the tub and the toilet, the little sink. Very cute. Even a little place to hang. And then it's got TV and stuff. And this is the view out our room. We are at the Landmark Lookout Lodge in Tombstone, Arizona. Look at this view. This is gorgeous. I couldn't ask for a better view. This is beautiful. Let's go take a look over here. Let's see what's down this way. We're only staying one night. Just a quick trip. More rooms. Little garden area. This is just beautiful. Just beautiful. I have no idea what direction that is. Looks like maybe north? I don't really know. I'm all turned around, but the sun is back here. So the sun sets in the west. So I'm guessing that must be looking north towards those mountains there. Let's get over here. I'm gonna show it to you like this because it's too bright for me, but just beautiful, you guys. All right, that's our day in Tombstone. So this is Roxanne. I'm at home here in Arizona, and I'm actually here in Tombstone, Arizona. Tomorrow we are planning on driving down to Bisbee. That's another half hour or so further south. I don't know if we'll make it. David's hurting pretty bad today, so it may just be a one and done thing here for tonight, but that's okay. I'm just super excited that we got to come down here and see it. All right, everybody, God bless you. Take care. Be kind to each other. I love you. Have a blessed day. Oh, that's really cool. They have a little fire pit going here at night for everybody to sit around if they want. Very pretty. Look at that. Very cool. You can hear it crackling all the way up here. Good night, everybody. Hope you had a blessed day. Alright, so we decided to take the trip down to Bisbee. See the big bee on the mountain there? This is the old part of town here. So it's pretty slanted, pretty steep. It's got some really cool like houses and stuff as we were coming down the road. And there's some really cool stores and stuff. But most of the stores don't open until 10 o'clock and it's only 9:30. So there's not much to do really. But I'm gonna drive a little bit further and I'm gonna put the put this in the window so you can kind of see. I don't know that we're gonna do any shopping. It's a little too steep for hubby to walk around. Okay. Okay, well, I decided to go back the other way, take you up through town so you could see the shops. All these shops are original, and then there's some houses coming up. But I thought that this was a really interesting fact that the tour guide in Tombstone told us about Bisbee is that when the copper mining dried up and the miners left their little shacks, in the 1960s, the hippies discovered it. And they found that they could buy those shacks really cheap. So they went down there and migrated and bought up those little shacks and turned Bisbee into a cute little counterculture, hippie, artsy kind of town. And I think you can really see that in the housing and the businesses. So it's really, really cool. Another thing that I found really interesting in the drive between Tombstone and Bisbee is the landscape. So I did put a little bit of video in here of the landscape because it really took me for surprise at how green it was and lush. I expected it to be a lot more deserty. Since I live in the desert in Arizona, I kind of assumed that that's what it would be like. But it's not. It was mountainous and just really gorgeous out. So I hope you enjoyed our little trip to Tombstone and Bisbee. Thank you again for joining me, and I wish you all a very blessed day. God bless and take care.